Well, hello again, folks. How are we doing today? Let me just be a little bit closer to y'all. Hope everybody's doing well. I know it's been a while since I've streamed. I do apologize. Been kind of a busy holiday season. Didn't quite feel like racing today, so I figured I'd pick up my automotive history series again. So it's kind of a, well, let me make sure I'm live first, so I don't have to say all this and end up not, say all this. Okay. Yeah, so basically it's a series. I'm a bit of a history nerd, sorta, and in this series we go through each of the menu books and kind of take our time reading the descriptions and learning about the history of the various topics. Let me get my phone plugged in here. Oh. Where's that other cord at? About to pull a Leo looking for my cell phone charging cord. He lost his dongle earlier. Darn it. Plug in there. There we go. All right. Go ahead and save this to some of my stuff here. Give me a minute here. Nope. And share this to the PHG Discord. Give me just a second, then we'll get at it. Starting off with Alpine, I believe. Or Alpine, however you pronounce it. I think it's Alpine. We left off with Shelby. So grab yourself a drink, get back and relax, and we'll learn a little bit of history. Top my beer off here. All right, let's get to it, shall we? Where was it? In the cafe. Let's see what he has to say about the Ford GT Mark IV.
Like drop Chuck.
Thank you, Sheld. How you doing, bud? I already did all that.
Excellent. Just making my rounds now that everyone seems to be on.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Like I said, we're just doing a chill stream where we're going through all these menu books and watching all the cutscenes because I like learning about history and all of that. And record it for posterity, as it were.
How's the snow?
It's deep. Real deep.
Melting yet?
Oh, heck no, dude. It's not going to be melted for, couple weeks or probably a couple months, next few days, the highs aren't supposed to get out of the 20s. So, but the Ohio road crews did a great job cleaning everything out and clearing everything off. And I had to go swear in earlier today at work. And the roads were perfectly passable, perfectly fine. So, kudos to the snowplow drivers. Those guys and gals do a very valuable service for all of us so that society can continue to function. So hats off to those fine folks who clear our roads. All right, let's get after it here. Look at some Alpine history.
Good to hear. I saw your pictures on the Discord and thought to myself, isn't that just every day?
Where are you from again, Sheld? Birthplace of motorsports. I don't think I've ever heard that. So up there in Canada, my wife and I are huge Letterkenny fans. I don't know if that's extremely popular up there. I know it's a Canadian show, so how are you now? I've never heard France called the birthplace of motorsports, but that makes sense with Le Mans.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Love that show. And Shorzy, gotta love Shorzy, man. I actually I got some Letterkenny Funko Pops over here, and I got I want to get a Shorzy one. I think they make one.
We don't all talk like that, but seems like a lot of the hockey pros do though.
Yeah. I think it's
Hockey bros asterisk.
Yeah. I think it's done deliberately to kind of play up the stereotype. I've actually recently decided I'm going to start picking up hockey and watching it when I can. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we don't have an NHL team here. Closest we've got is the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh, yeah.
So I can catch some of their out-of-market games. My wife's a Red Wings fan, so we're gonna jokingly have spousal hockey wars when the Blue Jackets and the
Blue Jackets are in a rough place right now.
Yeah, I've literally only watched one game, but that was the one that they did against oh gosh, I forget who it was against a couple weeks ago. Yeah, just getting my feet wet. But we're gonna have spousal hockey wars.
Red Wings.
Yeah, I saw that where they're standing. But we're gonna have those spousal hockey wars. I'll wear a Blue Jackets jersey. She'll wear a Red Wings jersey. It was the Red Wings they were playing a couple weeks back. Yeah, and the Red Wings beat them. So, but anyway, yeah. Millie Miglia? I've never heard of that.
Like I know what a JPEG is.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
When they lost to Florida last season.
I'm not a big football guy. I don't know if there's an Oilers hockey team, but I'm not a big football guy. Played it when I was younger, but Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Oh, they got an Oilers hockey team, huh? Interesting.
Lol.
How's it going, username? We're just doing a chill stream going
Oilers
through
lost to the
history.
Pantera in the Stanley Cup final last year.
Oh, yeah? The actual Stanley Cup, not the meme Stanley Cup that was going around for a while.
Game 7.
Yeah.
All good, just woke up.
That's cool. Yeah, like I said, I've had kind of said it earlier in the stream, username. It was just a busy holiday season and all that. That's why I haven't been streaming. So, figured I don't feel like racing or driving today, so continue this series that I started way back when, just going through all the menu books and getting our history on.
They were down 0-3 in the series and came back to lose in 7.
Wow. Rallying, now that's a motorsport that takes guts. Well, any motorsport does, rallying especially. Really? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Watching WRC in the 90s.
Yeah, I've always been interested in cars and motorsport, but I didn't really start taking an active interest in it until I became an adult.
Into the early 2000s.
So I never got a chance to really enjoy rally. Been thinking about branching off into F1. I just need to figure out how to do it. 'Cause I'm mainly a NASCAR guy, but start picking up some sports car racing and maybe some F1 here and there. I just got to find a way to find who I should be cheering for. That makes it more interesting for me if I can find somebody to cheer for. F1, it's easy enough when it comes to drivers, but it comes to be problems when it comes to
F1 is great
sports car racing.
2025 should be extremely competitive.
There you go.
Drive to Survive on Netflix is a good intro to F1.
I might sit down and watch that, give it a shot. I think I might be a Lewis Hamilton fan after I watched a YouTube video.
Frank guy since the 90s.
Oh, there you go. I think I might be a Lewis Hamilton fan. I watched a YouTube video about him and just how he's managed to consistently do really well despite having non-meta equipment behind him. Which says a lot about him as a driver. He's been doing that as a kid, apparently. He won his first championship with a second-hand kart that was years older than all the brand new stuff. So, I might be a Lewis Hamilton fan. Don't know, though. Well, hi, Kitty. Everybody say hi to Laura. This is our X-Street cat. Showed up on the back porch.
In a Ferrari man bowing.
That's my one hitch to Hamilton is he's driving for Ferrari.
Her Merc years he definitely had the meta from 12-21.
Yeah, I'm not a big Ferrari fan in general. So in that case, I'd be cheering for the driver, not for the manufacturer. But she's our former street cat. When I was stationed in Missouri in the Army, it was a warmer day in winter and we decided to grill and she showed up in our backyard and wouldn't leave. And now she's our scrappy X Street cat that, is now a house cat. Got Kiko down here on my ottoman. You can't see her though. Aw, you coming over here to sit with me?
You guys get many America tracks now too.
Yeah, like, I know Las Vegas. I'd have to really get into it. Maybe I'll sit down and watch Drive to Survive. Maybe I'll do that here in a little while. Been wanting to watch something different rather than the usual stuff me and my wife watch. And reruns of Star Trek and all the nerdy shit I like to watch usually.
Coda and Miami.
Okay. Alright.
As well.
Fair enough. He says, Daddy, I sits with you. Pretty sure I'm her preferred human. Hi, baby. Right, the SEMA GT Awards. Now, these are always cool, like really oddball cars that they put together. I don't know if oddball is the right word, but custom jobs. The Mach 40, I think, is definitely my favorite, being a Mustang guy.
Aniho. I'm out for a bit. Gotta work.
All right, Shell. Well, thanks for dropping by and chatting for a bit. Don't work too hard. Have a good rest of your day, all right, man?
And make my rounds.
Indeed, indeed. Later, Shelled.
You too. I might be back later.
Sweet. I might be here.
Damn, giving us some Roots SC prom here with this shot and music.
What's up, Leo? Roots SC, you're gonna have to help me out with that. I don't know what Roots SC is. Or Roots Supercharger. Roots Supercharger, maybe?
The Supercharger was a
Yeah.
Roots style one.
Okay,
That
yeah.
close up of
It-
the engine before the factory photo.
Yeah, it took a minute for me to like Roots SC, Roots Soccer Club, Roots what? Oh, Supercharger. Okay.
I just want a 2015 Ford GT 500.
Ooh, that's nice. For me, I really want the mid-2000s Ford GT. I'll never have one. I'll never own one, but that's got to be my favorite supercar out there. That car's... I'm a sucker for uber retro styling. You know, I've got an '08 Mustang GT myself. I love it when they really lean into retro styling. There we go, the Mach 40. There we go. Now that's a car.
Now that's a supercharger.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll tell you, Leo, that's the... I don't know if you know anything about this car, but that is a Ford GT engine in the back of that thing. It's a mid-engine Mustang with a Ford GT motor. Can you imagine the amount of hours that had to go into that? Jeez. Hi, kitty. Mm-hmm. Right there. All right, kitty. You want to go do kitty things? Oop. Come on, phone. Go where I want you to go. Thank you. Yeah, rumor has it Sung Kang is also doing a new Initial D live action movie, which would be awesome. That camber dough.
HMM, didn't know Sung Kang was the guy who commissioned this car.
Yeah, I did. I forgot about it. I've read through all these, but I had honestly forgotten about it. Yeah. He's a real life car guy too. I'm more of an American Muscle guy, but that is a cool car. My mom had a Maverick. I don't know if it was this year, but yeah, she had an old Maverick. She'd talk about all the time.
Asterisk sad purest noises asterisk those poor Mavericks. Such giant rims.
Let's see if we can see a shot of it again. I might actually like them, but to each their own, obviously. Everybody's got their tastes. Yeah, those are pretty big wheels. $200 mph. Respectable for any car.
If it's USDM muscle, I cannot see over 17s on them without my brain hurting.
Hey, to each their own. Pretty sure I've got 18s on my Mustang, and at one point I did have 20s on it, and I really like the way they look, though. I think that they actually complemented the look. It wasn't like, donked out 20s. They were from NASCAR wheels by Victory Racing. They were the NASCAR Fontanas in chrome. It's I got a GT.
Mustang asterisk.
Yeah, I got a Mustang GT. Oh wait, Mustang GT. On my race tires and wheels, my best time in the quarter mile on a good cool night was about a 12.2 at about 110 or 112 mile an hour. It's been under the weather for quite some time. Thank you. It's been under the weather for quite some time because, the pay cut from Army captain to deputy sheriff is quite significant, and the wife was in school and all that, and then I had the engine blow up on me. I wasn't hot rodding it around or nothing like that, but me and my wife were on our way out to the local dirt track to meet my parents to watch a night of dirt track racing, and it blew up on me on the highway. And but I've recently got it rebuilt, so it runs now. But
police officer,
deputy sheriff. Yeah, I work for a county sheriff's office. Some
old school muscle asterisk newer.
Hang on.
Mustangs and Camaros are designed for larger than 17s.
Fair enough. Yeah, so I'm dual certified as a corrections officer and a peace officer. I've been to the police academy and the corrections academy. Got all the powers of a police officer. I just happen to work in a county jail.
Respect saluting face.
Thank you, username. I appreciate it. But anyway, like I said, like I was going back to what I was saying, the engine's rebuilt and it runs and drives. But one of the mods I did was I put the Tremec 6060 6-speed, the 6-speed from the GT500 in it, because it's got 410 rear end gears. So if I want to take it on the highway, I just got that extra 6th gear, right? But it's now that it's all been rebuilt and everything, something's glitching out. It must be wired wrong because my reverse lockout solenoid won't disengage, so I can't get it into reverse. And the car constantly thinks it's in reverse, even when I'm traveling forward. So the backup camera I had installed is always on, and the backup lights are always on. So that's something I had to get diagnosed and fixed before I can, actually start working on. Hey, what's up, Rowdy? How you been, bud? But yeah, it's something I got to get diagnosed and figured out before I can actually drive it more often. Anyway. On to the next one. Group A. You done racing for the day, Rowdy? Yeah, never mind. Yeah. Oh, I was about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Rowdy, you are one of my, excuse me, admins. So, yeah, I was just double checking that.
Nope, still at it. Listening to you.
No, I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, I just didn't feel like racing today. You know, it was a busy holiday season and everything. So, like I said, just figured getting back into normalcy finally and just taking it by baby steps and and all of that. So, you know, you can get some, I'm going to be busy all day tomorrow, but maybe pick back up doing some driving on Thursday when the new time trial drops and, try to get a quali lap in for the, PhD league race.
Why are BMWs so ugly these days?
I don't know username. Now, I will tell you this. I respect BMW. I really do. They've got some, competitively, they've got some really fast cars, but I've just never been a fan of their styling as a whole.
GTR 32, my brother used to own one of those.
Ooh, that's nice. But yeah, I've just never been a fan of the BMW styling, It's kind of one of those things where it's like I'll put it to you like this, all right, BMW, I don't like it because they look too blocky for my tastes, right? They're too, for lack of a better term, bland looking. On the opposite end of the spectrum, once again, I respect Lamborghinis. They're obviously very, very fast cars and very capable of performing, but their styling is a little too ostentatious for my taste, a little bit too, exuberant. I guess maybe Clarkson would put it. Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear and the Grand Tour, a bit too exuberant for my tastes. But, where I lie personally with what I like in styling for cars is Porsche, right? Kind of down in the middle.
BMW styling after they gave us the M1 and never again grinning face with sweat.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're a BMW, well, know more about BMWs than me. Like I said, I respect them. It's just, and I've raced them and done well in the game. But just not quite my cup of tea styling wise. I'm going to sit here for a second. I've got a fire going in my fireplace. It's actually right below you guys under the TV. This is up on the wall. And I need to chuck a couple more logs on.
I love the 911 Carrera, especially without the wing. Just that 911 shape without all the flashy stuff.
Fair enough. Yeah. One of these days I'd like to get a nice convertible Porsche for me and my wife to take nice Sunday drives in when it's pretty out. Get home from church. There's not a NASCAR race on. Go for a drive. Enjoy the countryside, as Clarkson might say. All right. That's Kiko right down here. You can see her just a little bit. Hey, one another thing I gotta do.
The road version of the Cossi also has central locks.
I wasn't paying attention. Was that a question or a statement? I didn't notice that.
Was actually both question and statement, only caught a glimpse.
I'll be able to see it here, maybe. It does look like it's got center locks. Interesting. Unless we just, for whatever reason, can't see. Yeah. Looks like it's got center locks. Normies don't know that the Ford Escort in the past has been a very, very fast car. Like, oh, it's an Escort. Oh. Really?
My buddy has an early 2000s Escort. Thing wasn't fast, but damn was it zippy.
Yep. Well, it's like my daily, my 2015 Focus ST. You know, people think it's a Focus. You not realize that, once again, people not like us don't understand that they've made very, very fast cars out of some of these, you know, hatchbacks and all that. And man, do I love my ST. Such a blast to drive. Yes, kitty, yes. I love you very much. What, you want to get closer, kitty? Okay, come here. All right, on to the next one. Yes, kitty, yes. It's not quite dinner time yet. You still got about an hour and a half. There you go, Shags, if you're out there watching. WRX. My goodness, kitty. Yes, good girl. So, Leo, I gotta ask, I noticed your profile picture. Is that a Bioshock reference from Bioshock 2? Alexander the Great? That big eye? Hi. Yeah.
Nah, I was testing my cell phone's macro setting on my eye.
Ah, okay. Oh, there's a bad guy in the Bioshock series of games, one of my other favorite series. And he called himself Alexander the Great. Not going to give any spoilers, but whenever he'd communicate with you, that would just see one big eye looking at you.
Good afternoon, Chuck and Chad waving hand.
Hey, what's up, Alto? How you doing, buddy? You been all right? Appreciate you stopping by. Just doing a chill stream for the day. I know I've said it multiple times on the stream, but just had a busy holiday season and didn't quite feel like driving today. Not much to do in the game for me right now. I've got gold on both time trials and all that. So
I finally caught you on thumbs up.
well, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I already got gold on both the time trials. So, just figured I'm going to be busy tomorrow, but when Thursday comes around, there'll be a new time trial to try to hit up, and maybe I'll do that and do some of the weeklies and, do some practice and try to lay down a quali lap for the league race.
Oh, now it's been forever since I've done any time trialing.
Oh, man, that's so much fun for me. I mean, racing too is fun, but, just got an open track and seeing if you can get that gold time. Those of you who don't know, if I can get gold on a time trial, I typically upload 3 different versions of my gold lap to my channel here. One from my VR view, because I got the PSVR 2 sitting over there. It's off camera.
Normally I like the free 2 million credits thumbs up.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll upload one lap from my VR perspective, and then one lap from what I like to call the broadcast perspective, which is the, if you're watching it on TV, how it might look, and then one from the bumper cam. And I also upload it in-game if you're friends with me on PlayStation Network, for you to upload as a ghost if you need it. Not the fastest in the world, but, if I make gold, maybe it can help some other people get gold as well. Next up is the Lancer Evolution.
I save replays sometimes so others can use the ghost. I'm definitely not the fastest guy, but I'm fairly consistent winking face.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I was shocked that I have a little over 260 followers on the game.
Oh, wow.
Yellow EVO5. Asterisk air horn dudes asterisk. Old GT meme.
Yeah, I was away from Gran Turismo for a while, Leo. The last one I played was the one where NASCAR was in it, and I just kind of fell off. I didn't have a wheel, I didn't have pedals and all that stuff.
Hand.
And you know, it was during the lockdowns where I just said, you know what? I like cars. I think I'm going to go, what's the latest Gran Turismo game? Oh, Gran Turismo Sport. And picked that up for a while, but still didn't have my wheel and pedals, and kind of got frustrated with some of the dirty driving. But I was always saying to myself, if I can afford, you know, wheel, pedals, and you a bit of a Trek fan like me there, Leo? You know, if I told myself if I could get a rudimentary set, rudimentary chair, something I can fold away, and a wheel and pedals, I'd pick it back up. And I was able to financially start affording that, and that was back when I got GT7 on launch, and it's been wheels up ever since. Ran into Papa from PHG, Papa's House of Game.
NGL was just the first waving hand in my selection some
fair
reason.
enough.
I played Gran Turismo 4 heavily, and then I ran across GT Sport and I bought a cheap wheel, a Thrustmaster T80, just to see if I liked it. And
just to see if I chat cut you off there, Alto. Let's see here. Yeah, and I got into it, and then got involved with Papa from Papa's House of Game. Funny story is I ran into him at I think it was Fuji, or no, maybe it was Suzuka, but it was, I say run into both literally and figuratively.
My cell doesn't have a normal waving emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Maybe just try searching hand. But anyway, I got into the ass end of Papa in turn one, and we finished the race, and I saw live on YouTube at Papa's House of Game. I didn't wreck him when I did that, but came into the chat onto his stream, says, "Hey, sorry, I just overcooked it into the turn," and all of that. It actually ended up helping him. But it's been wheels up ever since. So yeah, ask Pops about it. He'll probably remember.
I found my Finatec CSL Elite through Facebook Marketplace, and the guy only used it for maybe 20 hours for $450, and it came with a foldable W.
Wow. You lucked in, dude. Yeah, for the longest time I had the TGT2, and I got the best wife ever. She got me the T598 for Christmas, and been on that ever since, and I like it so far. I really do.
Mod out down. Buddy was in trouble with his lady selling G at that cheap. It's got the original
yeah, I know, right?
that came stock, and I really like it. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
I've actually, talking about wheels, I've actually just started going into the multiple wheel rim space. So right now, counting my TGT2 wheel, which I don't think I'm going to use much anymore. I think I might buy the Thrustmaster open wheel. But as for the wheelbases I'm currently using, I've currently got 2, and I'm going to get the Thrustmaster open wheel, which will make 3. And I got a few brackets I got on Etsy right here to mount them up to my wall when I'm not using them. It's you know, neat and organized storage, and it's decor.
I had to drive down to Ohio to pick it up, and his house can't be any less than probably $350,000.
Well, when was this, Alto? That's housing market's been kind of volatile. I say that because my wife and I bought our house for something like $140,000 back in 2015, and now it's somewhere in the
Last year,
200,000s. Okay. So, yeah, that guy's got some scratch.
Do not get the T428 or whatever the Thrustmaster hybrid force feedback wheel. Most games only register one or the other systems, Beldorgia. He's lived there for quite a while. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Well, I did get it is the Thrustmaster T598. I will tell you that it's it's not a hybrid direct drive. It's what do they call it? It's a different kind of direct drive, but it is still direct drive, but it's a different type of direct drive. But I'm liking it. I have it, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Direct axial drive, I think, is what it's called.
My wheel is belt driven, but it's really smooth.
Hey, to each their own. You like your belt driven wheels? That's fine. You know, I really liked my TGT2. T598, I found myself able to be a lot more smooth on the turns and being able to catch slides and just feel the car out better. But that's just me. Everybody's got their preferences, and that's okay.
Belt is the way to go, if not load cell, but load cells are big spendy.
Well,
Flash Dagger gave me his wheel settings, and man, it made a world of difference.
And you know, what's funny, you mentioned the load cell thing, Leo. I actually have the T59, or the T5, I've already said that, the TLCM load cells, but I can't figure out how to get the load cell settings set up so it registers right in Gran Turismo. So I'm still running it on the Hall sensor mode, but I've still been able to do well with them. The way I look at it now, if I can't figure out the load cell thing, is it's an aesthetics upgrade. I like the aesthetics of them. All right. I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to
like a load cell brake pedal, but for now everything works just fine. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, to each their own. Guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom. I'm going to go top my beer off, and we are going to continue this conversation, this good conversation we're having, and continue the history lesson, if you will. But I need to use the restroom and top my beer off. I will be right back. Give me just a second.
I found my dongle. Leo rolling on the floor, laughing, waving hand. Asterisk stretch them legs, take a wee, crack a cold one asterisk. Alto U. What? Oh, normal-sized Leo. If I was to upgrade. All I'd need is to get a DD wheelbase now. Off. Apparently I am going drinking, but he just slapped my window while holding up a 40-ounce of Jameson.
Alrighty, get back at it, folks. Next break I take might be slightly extended because I'm gonna need to bring in some more firewood. My magazine is low. Hi, kitty. Yes, kitty, yes.
Jamison is good whiskey, thumbs up.
Oh, yeah, I meant to respond to that. Yeah, Leo, you're going out drinking. Be careful, man. Be safe. Have a plan. Don't don't do anything I wouldn't do. Remember, Uber and Lyft, they can be lifesavers, both literally and figuratively. So, be safe out there. Four consecutive driver's titles. Wow, 4 years in a row. I don't think anybody in NASCAR has even been able to do that.
Anymore. No drinking for me, rolling on the floor laughing.
Fair enough. I rarely drink when I'm out and about. You know, I always have a plan, and when we don't go to sketch places, if we, do decide to drink, it's usually with a group of family and all that. The way I see it is the beer's cheaper at home, and the company's usually better too. Maserati, this will be an interesting one. They're from Bologna. I mean, their cars are full of baloney. I kid. Maseratis are cool looking cars. Eco. Shifted gears. Ha 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 ha. Wonder what they always meant by the 2+2 design, or whenever they do that, or whenever they say that. Two door, two window? I don't know. There's more than two windows.
Sorta like the 65 Mustang 2+2.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning though. What does the 2+2 mean? Yeah, well, define 2+2, if you will. Excuse me. Aston Martin, here we go.
Honestly, after all these years, I couldn't tell you, my man.
Fair enough. There's already so much information we try to memorize in the car space that it's understandable if some stuff just kind of falls off, you know?
I just remember that designation.
Yeah, I remember it too. I looked it up once, but I forget what it means.
I remember the 68 Low 23 Hemi Dart and the BO 29 Hemi Barracuda, lol.
I know of the Hemi Cudas and the Hemi Barracuda, and didn't know they made a Dart with the Hemi, but that would make sense. "24 Hours of Le Mans." And that Valkyrie is a beast to drive.
Lots of oddball car I remember. Lol.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, some of those oddball cars are the coolest, though. Like, I was watching something about, you might appreciate this, Alto. I might have to see if I can find it somewhere. I watched it a couple weeks ago. Like, the Mustang that was released in Germany that totally wasn't a Mustang, but was a Mustang. Like, it had something to do with licensing or something like that. Or was pretty much a Mustang, but it wasn't by name a Mustang because of licensing and some weird shit like that.
My dad and mom had a 72 mod Maverick that had the 302 Boss engine and 4-speed manual gearbox. It was literally a race car turned loose on T.
You must have had some cool parents. Did your mom hate it? I know you and your dad probably loved it, but there you go. Yeah, old school James Bond car.
My old man had a 38 Ford truck with an Oldsmobile 455 that was just scary.
That sounds pretty freaking gnarly, I'm not gonna lie. I know I got the best wife ever. There's been a few times I thought about giving up on the Mustang and just selling it, but she stopped me and she says, "No, you're not allowed to sell that car." Like, yes, dear?
No, actually, my mom drag raced that car against anything that was stupid enough to want to run her winking face.
You definitely had cool parents. Well, I've got cool parents too, but yeah, but I've got the best wife ever. Like I said, contemplated just getting rid of the Mustang, but she's like, "No, no, no. You love that car. You're not allowed to sell it. I forbid you." Yes, dear. Yeah, that's the
They
Valkyrie right
never
there.
lost a race in that car. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Oh, man. It's glorious. Are they still with us, your mom and dad? I don't know how old you are, also, so I don't know if they're hopefully still with us. Excuse me.
Another race C win.
There you go, Rowdy.
I wish
Congratulations.
I still had my 79 Capri. That was a totally fun 100% built by myself car.
There you go, Alto. It's always better when everything tastes better when it's built, not bought. But yeah, Rowdy, congratulations, man. Got another dub. Let's go PHG. I'm just waiting for the next round of points races to show up in game.
Yes, sir, they are going to be 74 this year. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
They still driving? Hopefully they still got something fun to drive in their old age.
Knocking the rust off slowly.
Yeah, it takes a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Nothing against the PHG League. I love the PHG League. It's a great time. Especially racing against all you guys and people I know are gonna run me clean. You know, I'm really enjoying the PHG League. I just think I'm sticking in GT2 because I would really like to cross that threshold from B rating into A rating while in GT2 and score as high as I can on the standings, and then start getting into the GT1 races that are longer and require more strat. And you guys all know I suck at strat. It's one of the things the PHG League has been.
I overbuilt that car on purpose to make sure that it was easy on parts. Winking face.
Hey, over-engineered isn't a bad thing. But yeah, that's one of the things the PHG League is teaching me
they don't
is
drive normal cars anymore.
Well, I mean, they've had their fun, I guess, right? But yeah, the PHG League, it's been teaching me about strat, but I still suck at it. That's why I lean on Shaggy and hopefully a lot of you guys to be able to tell me, like, hey, do this. And I can hopefully do well. That's what being part of a team is for, right? K cars. Now, this is interesting. I'm oddly intrigued by these K cars. I've won a race or two in a K car. So it's just kind of interesting bit, you know?
No 79 Capri ever had a 10-point cage with downburst tying into the front frame or a 9-inch rear and out back. Winking face.
That sounds wild.
I had that rear end cut down to fit the chassis. Yeah, it was overkill for my Windsor-based engine, but it was extremely durable.
Oh, that's important. Yeah, need to make sure the frame or the motor doesn't give on you, like it did with my '08 GT a while back. But thankfully now I have reinforced cranks and forged pistons. Yeah, I need to get back in touch once my birthday celebration tomorrow winds down, in the coming days when I can get more into the usual pace of things, get a hold of the guys who rebuilt my engine and transmission, because they did call me earlier today and leave a voicemail, and we're asking about how things are going, and just maybe chat with them about the reverse lockout and all that. Great group of guys. They had that car for forever, just rebuilding everything, and I told them, take your time, there's no rush, I can get around. But they're also a normie car shop. They're not a speed shop, so they're not used to dealing with cars that have extensive modifications to them when it comes to, in-depth things like an engine and transmission rebuild.
At 391 cubic inches, it made an honest 450 plus horsepower at the rear tires. Thumbs up.
That's quite respectable. Quite nice. As James May would say, hang on, I got a sip of beer when I say this, as James May would say, is quite nice. Of individual car ownership. Wow, we take that so much for granted here in the States in this day and age. Individual car ownership.
Gotta go fire up the SS and go get Mrs. Rowdy from work. See y'all later.
Later, Rowdy. Drive carefully. Tell Mrs. Rowdy I said hi.
But I had aftermarket cylinder heads, intake manifold and carburetor, along with a decent cam for the street. Will do. Victory hand.
Carburation, man. The last car I had...
Have a good one, Rowdy. Thumbs up waving hand.
Last car I had with a carburetor was probably my mom and dad's 85 or 86 Oldsmobile station wagon, the custom cruiser. That was the first car I tooled around in, and was hoping to make into a hot rod. Me and my dad were joking about making it a chop top, and man, that was back in the early 2000s, and instead of having a custom set of speakers in the back, like molded into, made for a car, speaker boxes and all that stuff, my dad and I put 2 sets of house speakers in the back of the sucker for the bass. Oh man, that car. I trashed that thing, man. Neutral dropping burnouts and poor choices.
Makes a great set of aftermarket iron cylinder heads for small block Ford engines. Winking face.
Fair enough. You'll have to remind me about that when I finally start getting back to modding the Mustang and taking it where I want it to go. Porsche supercars. Man, we still got a while to go. Maybe we'll... So I don't want to... Based on how I want this series to go, I don't want to go through until the end. Maybe we'll go until Dodge, and then we'll call it.
I went with an Edelbrock intake with an Edelbrock carburetor, but I had a buddy of mine TIG weld in where it had the Edelbrock name on the in.
Hang on, let me see what you were saying here. Hang on, it cut you off. That's funny. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Based on, because I don't want to
flush and bead blasted it to make it look like a stock intake for me rolling on the floor laughing.
Sleeper cars for the win. All right, what do you think, guys? What do you think I should call it here? Because I don't want to go all the way to the end, because I want to leave some space for future menu books that open up. I'm thinking either leave off at Dodge, or maybe, you know, after finishing Red Bull X Series. I don't know. So I want to be able to make some more of these long form videos where it's just like a chill session. Don't want to go through too many of them at once. This one will be fun for me. Porsche supercars. But I am going to take another quick-ish break, because the fire needs more logs, and I don't have many logs left, so I'm going to chuck what I have on the fire, and then I'm going to run outside here real quick, grab some more logs, so I can keep my fire going.
I trimmed out the stock air cleaner to fit the Edelbrock carburetor, lol.
You devious bastard, you. But yeah, give me a second, folks. I need to run out, grab some more firewood, and do all that. By the way, congratulations, Alto. You are now a moderator. So do me a favor, Alto. Keep an eye on the chat. If anybody comes by and starts chatting, let them know. I'll be right back. Just bringing in some firewood and all that, and I will be right back, guys. Where's it at? Turn off my camera. All right, give me a second, guys.
I'll greet them thumbs up. Altua waving hand beaming face with smiling eyes. Chunky waving hand beaming face with smiling eyes. CD up smiling face with smiling eyes waving hand. LOL autocorrect. Sorry, I had to real quick check the wood stove rolling on the floor laughing. Beaming face with smiling eyes fire folded hands. Fire is a good thing here in Michigan. CD up, it's only 25 degrees outside right now lol.
Oh, but KB guys, I think I got enough wood to last me for a while. I also went ahead and fed our fur children. Might be a little early for them. Only about 10-15 minutes early. Usually feed them about 5 o'clock, but figured since I'm about to be sitting back down here again for a while, instead of having to take another break just to feed them, go ahead and feed them now. All right, I'm going to enjoy this one. Porsche supercars. I do like my Porsches.
Lol, I need to go get some wood here shortly, myself rolling on the floor laughing.
You know, I hear they have medication for that, Alto. It'll help you out with that. You know, some pills you can take. In Stuttgart. My family has roots in
that kind
Germany.
Of wood always got me into trouble rolling on the floor laughing.
Doesn't it usually for guys? Yeah. My family has roots in not only Britain, but Germany. So I guess that's why I like Porsche as well. Excuse me. Pretty sure Top Gear did an episode about the 959. Maybe it was the Grand Tour.
I'm almost thinking about firing up the console and wheel to see about some qualifying laps for the daily races.
Well, fair enough. That's probably what I'll be doing on Thursday. Have a lot of stuff to do, a new time trial, and then do weekly qualifying stuff, maybe some dailies, or weeklies, and then like the weekly challenge races, and then do some league practice. There we go. Another dream car, Carrera GT. I just like the way it looks. Especially with how its exhaust is laid out. That is one sexy looking car. I believe it's the 918 Spider. Oh, I think that's what this is. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
In all honesty, my man, I'm not really a fan of the physics in the game. PD should have left everything alone from almost 2 years ago.
Teach their own. I kind of like that they went more simmy with the latest update. At least that's what all the big Gran Turismo YouTubers were saying, is that the last physics update they did was a step towards the, a little bit more of a step away from simcade to simulation. Still, obviously not full simulation, but teach their own. Like I said, I like the step or the direction that they took it. That's just me personally. Interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of electric cars, but it's an interesting anecdote to how they made it a supercar that has minimal environmental impact. Let's go into the GR collection of cars. Oh man, anybody remember all the controversy that's come out about some of these Toyota GR cars catching fire and refusing to honor warranties because you went above a certain mile an hour? And it's like, you deliberately built these cars to be, driven aggressively, driven spiritedly, as Jeremy Clarkson would say. And then you're denying warranty claims? What the heck, man? I mean, Toyotas are cool. I'm more of a Mazda guy.
The car I ever seen that interested me was a 1968 fastback Mustang making 1,800 horsepower.
I respect that, but at the same time, it's, I don't know, man. It's an electric car. It's different. Not in a good way. It's different when you go all electric. I respect the speed. I respect the horsepower numbers, but if you go all electric, it just, something is lost for me personally.
It made me cringe because I love the 68 fastback, but it being electric was something else. I like technology but not cutting up a Mustang T.
Yeah. I'll agree to that. I'll drink to that. You can tell the quality of a car from the moment its tires start spinning. See, that's very open-ended. I kind of like that. It could be both good and bad when the tires start spinning. Not turning, but spinning. That's fair. Know our cars fully. Yeah.
Me personally, if I had a 68 Mustang, I'd build a 427 cubic inch Windsor based engine so I get big block power in a lighter package, which meh.
That's fair. Did you see? I think I posted it in the videos section a while back, Alto, about the new Shelby Cobra where they're using a Coyote motor in it and gives you all the power of a 427, but with the lightness that you don't get with a 427. I thought that was kind of cool. If you look in the Discord, scroll a while back in the videos channel, and I just thought it was really cool. Toyota instead of Toyota. Maybe that's how it's properly pronounced in Japan.
Chuckster.
Hey, what's up, Pops? How you doing today? Once again, please pass on to Susan that I'm glad she's on the mend. We're all praying for her and hoping everything goes well. Like I said, just doing a chill stream today. It was a busy holiday season for us, and just getting back into the swing of things, and doing some car history.
I like the 5.0 Coyote engine, but it's way too wide and you'd have to make way too many modifications to make it fit into a 60s Mustang or E. Thank you for the support from you all. Papa's smiling
happy to
face
do it, man.
with smiling eyes, waving hand. Hey, Alto.
But, yeah, that's way beyond my level of knowledge there, Alto. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I can change my own oil. I can change an air filter on my spark plugs. Real basic shit like that. But when it comes to really in-depth stuff like you and Pops knows, I'm clueless. So, I lean heavily on you guys when it comes to that stuff, Yeah, I'm pretty sure this Morzio I won the, Toyota Cup or Toyota Gazoo Cup State of Ohio Championship with the help of Shags, obviously. Topping out the lobby when it comes to points. Man, I've come a long way since then.
The 351 Windsor will fit everywhere that a 302 engine goes, my man.
There you go. In the world. Bo Clarkson. Road going racers. That'll be an interesting one to peruse.
It is literally only 1.5 inches wider from the edge of the cylinder head to the edge of the other cylinder head.
So why the discrepancy then from 302 to 351 Windsor? I'm curious.
And you can also run full-length headers winking face.
I do prefer the long tubes. From what I recall from my rudimentary knowledge is you get more power out of long tubes than you do shorties. Many cars place an emphasis on comfort. Some have abandoned this quality altogether. See, that's what I like. I've always said with the build I want on my Mustang is I want it street-able, not necessarily street comfortable. Like, yeah, I still want some music and everything like that, but ride quality doesn't have to be super comfy.
Taller deck height, which allows a longer stroke crankshaft and connecting rods.
Okay. Alright, I think I can visualize that in my not knowing brain. I still really wish they'd put the caterham in the game. Out of this style of car, I am a fan of the caterham. I just like the way it looks. Like, out of the three, I like pictured here, I like the Radical the most. But I would love to drive the caterham in the game.
Trust me, 450-ish horsepower in a 2,800-pound car makes it move quite smartly, winking face.
Quite briskly. There we go. Yeah, the Radical, the one I like. Just like the way it looks, the lines. Yeah.
I had the block board .030 over and had them assemble the stroker assembly, and then I finished up buttoning up the rest, smiling face with smiling eyes.
Very nice, I like.
My machine shop, that is, lol.
Very nice, great success. Oh yeah, that's right. It's got a motorcycle engine. Wow. Imagine having one of these here in the States and taking your wife or girlfriend out to get groceries in it. Seven minutes and 19 seconds.
As long as you keep the horsepower level below 500 horsepower, a 2-bolt block will just fine, but for anything above 500 horsepower, you'd bet.
Yeah, once again, that's way above my level of know-how, my man. And let's learn about Lexus.
I like that back mono.
Fair enough. Each their own. I'll tell you, are you sure you're live with me? And not commenting on, you know, stuff that just happened a while back? See, that car just...
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, I don't know what it is about... I've got real weird tastes. Like, I like the Radical, but I also like the Caterham, which isn't in the game yet, hopefully, but it will get in the game. I just kind of like how it looks a little...
behind for some reason.
Yeah, it happens. But... the Caterham I really like. Just, I don't know, it's the headlights, I think, that really set it off to me. It gives off a bit of a retro feel. But with regards to this car, the LS400, once again, it's like the whole BMW thing I was talking about earlier. I respect Lexus. I mean, hell, it won the manufacturer's championship last year in Gran Turismo, but it just looks too plain to me for my tastes.
I want the Mitsubishi FTO limited edition in the game Smiling Face with Smiling Eyes.
I think I do remember that from an earlier one. The GTO, I think, is what you're thinking of. And it being a really good car.
It was in Gran Turismo 2 Smiling Face with Smiling Eyes.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Which one was it? Gran Turismo 1 or 2, where you could never, like, it was a weird quirk in the game where you could never 100% the game because there was a drag racing aspect that was left out of the game, and it was some weird coding thing or whatever.
I remember a 60 frames per second mode in Gran Turismo 2.
I don't remember that.
I unlocked it and it was awesome for the time.
Man, now I'm having little bits of memory of it. Man, 60 frames per second, geez. And how far technology has progressed, and now we've got, you know, all of this. You know, VR and 120 frames per second, and good lord. There we go. Here's the only Lexus that I actually kind of like.
Plus we actually have televisions now that work awesome with video games.
Yeah, that's true. I have no complaint on mine. LC 500. Still not quite my cup of tea when it comes to styling.
I remember playing Black Ops 1 and 2 on my Xbox 360 rolling on the floor laughing.
Hell, I still remember playing, gosh, I still remember playing, Tecmo Super Bowl. On the Nintendo or Super Nintendo. I think it was Super Nintendo. Let me throw some more logs on the fire here. Starting to die down a wee bit.
Old school rolling on the floor laughing.
That's actually my ringtone on my phone now. If you remember the ready, down, hoot, 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 hoot. I was over at my in-laws' house about a week or so back, and conversation led to that game.
I also played Shift as a racing game on my 360.
Oh man, I think I still have Need for Speed Shift. But we were talking about football, watching the Bengals game, and the conversation came to what was it? Hang on. Darn it, hang on. Came to Tecmo Super Bowl and how there was no delay of game, so you could do the ready, down, hoot, 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 hoot thing.
Record tunes on my cars for that game, lol.
Oh, kitty. Oh, you scram. I fed you already, kitten. Alright, let's see here. Red Bull Series X. Maybe we'll leave off on Dodge.
I was 50th in the world on Road America, smiling face with smiling eyes.
Man, that's fast. Let me turn off this light outside, actually. It's been on all day.
Pagani Zonda are in the unrestricted class, thumbs up.
Alright. I know, I kind of like these Red Bull cars. They're tough to drive, but they're kind of fun, in my opinion. Speed and power.
They handle too well for me to drive them decently. Lol.
Need a little bit of American muscle looseness there, right? Need to be able to kick that ass end out.
I brake too early and turn in way too early in them.
Yeah. It's just a matter of repetition, man. Just do what I like to do, man. You just keep hitting it and practicing it over and over and over until you get that right balance of how you need to do things. My big thing still, especially with these higher downforce, higher powered cars, is learning throttle control. That's my thing. Hey, look, there's Kaz on the right.
Too true, I just don't have enough seat time in them.
Yeah, just like with anything, man, it takes seat time. That's why I've been able to do better in the Toyota Cup than I have in, the Nations and Manufacturers Cup, because based on how the races are laid out, I have more time to spend in a Toyota Cup car versus, Nations and Manufacturers Cup, just to keep running the same lap over and over and finding out when I need to gas it, when I need to brake it, when and where I need to turn, when I need to shift.
Lol, I've got over 15,000 miles in my Group 3 and 4 Mustangs rolling on the floor laughing.
Geez, I don't know how you do it in those things, man. Like, I want to be good in the Mustangs, Alto. I really, really do. But I just, I can't figure it out. And we'll keep it going. I don't know, how long have I been going for?
Not gonna lie, my man, those cars are rough to run halfway decent lap times with.
What, the Mustangs?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I've said it before. Hopefully, with the Nürburgring lap time that the GTD did, will wake up, PD when it comes to what the Mustang is capable of. Because here's
they are wicked fast cars, but quite unstable, to be honest.
Yeah, here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. I saw a YouTube video about it a while back, Alto. Check it out, look. So the Mustang GTD, what was it, the 9 minute, or was it the 7 minute lap time barrier it broke, right? It's actually faster than you think, because a lot of the cars that have been listed as faster than it on the Nürburgring, they were running on some kind of a slightly shorter layout.
Mustangs were created to compete with and beat Corvettes.
So the lap times that are shown as faster historically on the Nürburgring than the Mustang, right? They were actually competing on a slightly shorter layout. And I've heard it said from a few car YouTubers that if you really wanted to put a balance of performance on it, if you will, when it comes to track length, the Mustang GTD is actually 8 seconds faster, as much as eight seconds faster than what it set down when it's compared to some of the cars that are listed as having done a faster Nürburgring time. So it's pretty freaking significant, if you ask me.
I believe the original Nordschleife layout is like 12.66 miles.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Nords, so I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've heard. So. All right. Give me a few minutes, folks. I'm out of beer, so I'm going to go grab some wine. And we will continue this for maybe 1 or 2 more. And then I'll call this stream. So we're on Nissan Motorsports, right? And Nissan's the next one. So I'm put something on here for y'all to watch while I use the restroom. And
I used to hate the track, and because of my buddy Willie, I now like it. Lol.
Well, maybe I can end up joining you guys one of these days and learn to love it. But I will be right back, folks. I'm going to go use the restroom and get a glass of wine, and we'll continue, this little history lesson. Just give me a few, folks. Alto, you're in charge till I get back, all right? Okie dokie day. Back to it. Last leg. Do a couple. And then I'll end up
Apparently
on it.
everything I do involves speed, cars, guns, bows rolling on the floor laughing.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, Alto, because I tend to share the same interests. We leave off on Nissan. There we go. Nissan Motorsports. Do a few more. Like I said, I don't want to go through all of them because I want to be able to stretch it out over long form. Yeah, and yes, this is a red Solo Cup, 100% classy wine glass.
My dear rifle is a 7mm Rem mag, lol.
Yeah, I got a few pew-pews of my own that I really like. I've got my AR and I've got my Remington 870 I got for Christmas. Best parents ever. You know, I was a copper. Yeah, my joke was, oh yeah, it's for training purposes. You know, that's one of the ones we carry in our cruisers. And then what else do I got? 1903 A4 Springfield. Yeah, I've got some nice firearms. Anyway, let's get back to this here. Nissan Motorsports. Not a big Nissan guy, but
150 grains screaming along at fuzz over 3,200 feet per second out of a 28-inch barrel, smiling face with smiling eyes. Flat as the state of Kansas, winking face.
Hakosuka. I wonder what that means. What that is translated into English. You know, let's do a quick Google search. What does Hakosuka mean in English?
For a Hamjin, I like the .44 Rem mag for caliber, and for some strange reason the .357 SIG round.
Fair enough. Hakosuka in English translates to box skyline.
I've laid down some very impressive lap times using the car on Catalunya.
Oh, which one? The Silhouette or the Skyline? Oh, they're both Skylines, but the yellow car or the red
1
car?
minute and 40.4 seconds, I do believe. The 99 GTR Group 3 car.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's got a rather short gearbox, so lots of up and down shifting, lol.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Skyne Silae only has 5 gears, so they're a bit long.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I do remember that after having driven it once.
It was fun to drive on Spa, my man, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Darn it, I got to go outside to get a wheelbarrow of firewood myself, disappointed face rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, go ahead and grab your firewood, man. I'm gonna be around for a little bit longer. And then I'm gonna call it and maybe watch some Initial D and start winding down. I got a big day tomorrow. I'm over the hill tomorrow. 40th birthday. Oh man. So gotta go do my celebratory stuff.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. I'm 56, my man.
You've got so much time on me. What the heck? The game glitch out? Damn it, I'll tell you broke it.
It had brain fart, lol.
Let's see if I can hear anything from the PlayStation. See if it's thinking. Give me a sec. All right, well, maybe this is where we end the stream. Alto, thanks for hanging out as long as you did. And everybody else watching or future viewers, appreciate your watch, your view. Have a good night. Alto, stay warm, get that firewood, and Keep it going. Catch y'all later, all right? Peace.